This is the question asked in today's SkillTrack daily challenge. So in the first line we have two integers m and n. So the integer m represents the size of the first array and the integer n represents the size of second array. So here the first array has 6 integers which is m and the second array has 4 integers which is n. So now our task is to merge both of these array as per the conditions given in the question. So after merging, a new array of size m plus n will be formed. So let us find that new array. So to merge both of the arrays, first we should be iterating through the ARR1. And while iterating, if the integer in ARR of 1 is even, then we have to append that integer, and also we should append the integer from the ARR2. Suppose if it is odd, then we should not append the integer from ARR2. So only when it is even, we should append that integer, and also we should append the integer from the second array. Else we should append only that particular odd number. So the first integer is 12. So the integer 12 is even. So first our new array will contain 12, and since it is even, we should also append the integer from ARR2. So we will also append 100 soon after 12. So our new array first will contain 12 and then it will contain 100. And now we should take the second integer from ARR2. So the second integer is 45. So this is odd number. So for odd we should append only that particular integer. So we are taking only 45. And now the third integer is 78. So the integer 78 is even. So we have to take this 78 as well as we have to take the next even number from ARR2. So in the new array, first I am appending 78 and then I am appending 200 because we have already taken the integer 100. So I am taking the integer 200. And now the fourth integer in the ARR1 is 56. So again it is even. So we have to append 56 and we have to append the next integer from ARR2. So the next integer is 300. So I am appending 300 to the output array. So the fifth integer is 23. So the integer 23 is odd. So we should append only this integer 23. We should not add any integers from ARR2. And then the last integer is 10. So I am appending 10 and 10 is even. So I am appending an integer from ARR2. So the last integer is 400. So I am appending it. So in this case, we were able to merge both of the arrays perfectly because we were given equally the correct number of elements. Suppose if we are unable to add all the integers from ARR2, then finally after appending all the integers from ARR1, we should add all the remaining integers of ARR2 at the end in our new array. So this is how we should be forming our output. So for this particular input, this is the new array which we have formed. So in our expected output also we can see that it is the same array. Now let us see how we will be solving today's daily challenge. In today's daily challenge, our task is only to implement this function named merge to even. So we need not write the code in main function. So our task is to just implement a logic for this function merge even. So now let us do it. So this function merge even accepts 4 values in its arguments. So the integer m and ARR1, and then the integer n and ARR2. So the integer m is size of ARR1 and the integer n is the size of ARR2. So now we have to merge both of these arrays and form a new array. So and this function is expected to return a pointer. So I'm creating a pointer named new array and malloc. So the size of new array will be m plus n. So we will be after merging the size of new array will be m plus n into size of int. And then I'm creating two integer variables k, l, and initially I'm setting them to 0. So we will be using these variables. And now I'm creating a loop that iterates through the first array ARR1. So that is how we are given in the question. So while iterating, if it is odd, then we have to append only that integer. Else if it is even, then we have to append that integer and we have to append the integer from ARR2. So inside this loop, we will be implementing a logic for that. So here I have created a if-else condition. So first I am checking whether the integer in ARR1 at the index I is even or not. So using if condition, so if the integer is even, then we have to append that integer as well as the integer from ARR2. So first in the new array I am appending the integer arr1 of I, and then I am appending the integer from arr2. So again new array of k plus plus is equal to arr2 at the index l plus plus. So what happens is initially L will be equal to 0, so we will take the first integer, and in the next iteration when we again come into this if block, only then we will increment the value of L, so that we will be taking the integers one by one from arr2. So this is how we will be appending the integer if it is even. The same if it is odd, then we have to append only that particular integer. So in the else condition we have to give a condition like new array of k plus plus is equal to arr1 of I. So this is how we will be appending the integer if it is odd, and if it is even then we will append the integer and the integer from arr2. So this if else will perform that job. And now even after appending, there may be some cases in which some integers are left over in arr2. So in those cases, finally after merging the maximum possible, at the end we should add all the remaining integers of arr2. And we will perform this only when we have reached the last integer. So I am checking whether I is equal to m minus 1 or not. So only when it is equal to m minus 1 we are going to proceed. So what we will be doing is we will be adding all the remaining unappended integers into the new array. So we will be creating a loop that iterates from L till n minus 1. So n is the size of arr2, and the value of L is the index till which we have taken integers. So when we iterate from L to n minus 1, we will be taking all the integers which aren't appended yet. So we will be adding all those integers into the new array. So finally after the execution of this I loop, we would have merged both of the arrays 1 and 2 as per the conditions given in the question, and the new merged array is present in new array. So finally using a return statement we have to return it. So this is how we should be merging both of the two arrays. So thank you for watching.